Hey guys, Will here. I'm down here at 40k Gaming with Sam, and tonight we've got something a little bit special for you. We've got our hold of a box of Deathwatch Overkill. Now this goes up for pre-order on Saturday the 27th, and we've been asked by Andy at 40k Gaming to do an unboxing of it for you guys. We've not been paid for this at all. We've just been asked to unbox it for their Facebook page, and then to stick it up on my YouTube as well. So yeah, this is really exciting. I don't own this copy. This belongs to 40k Gaming, so I may or may not get it. I'll have to see what's in there. But let's have a look and see what we get in here. So this is a nice weighty box and some really cool box art there. Very reminiscent of the old style box sets where they had like Marine in the middle in the artwork, and then all the alien hordes coming from around him. Really quite a dramatic looking box. But let's open this up. Have a good old sniff.
Yep, it does smell like new box.
It smells of new box, and you've got a lot of stuff in here. This is jammed full. So bases. You've got a mix in there of sizes.
Do you?
Yeah, you've got the new style Marine ones and the Tyrannid ones, and then there's a couple of other loose bases in here. I think this one is for the Patriarch or Broodlord model, the Terminator size one. Might actually be for the Terminator as well.
And we got another.
That'll be for the Terminator.
Another big base.
And then you've got
a bike base?
Yeah, this is a new style bike base. There's a White Scar biker in here from the pre-release material I've seen. So yeah, you've got all your bases, and they're all
handful of dice,
40k appropriate dice.
66.
Because I say this is meant to be in and of itself a boxed board game, but there are going to be rules for all these models in 40k as well.
That's odd. You get a measure. There.
Okay, so it's marked Assault, Combat and Maximum, which I guess is something you use in the board game to affect your ranges.
It's it's really floppy, flimsy. I guess that makes it easy when you're measuring. It's bendable. It's quite tough.
Yeah, it looks like it. You know, you won't necessarily rip it easily. It's resilient. It's probably just not as dangerous as the old whippy sticks you used to get in the box games.
Yeah, it's a little bit more pretty.
Yeah, it's nice. Got a bit of bubble wrap if you're bored, but I don't think you're going to be bored because there's a crap ton of models in here.
Oh, it's not poppable bubble wrap.
Any like bubble wrap is poppable if you press hard enough.
No, this is like half-filled air bubbles. Boo.
Okay, so we've got. It's in the book, which Sam thought it was when we first opened this up. This is all the tiles for the board.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and open that up. Sam, do you want to have a look at what's under there while I'm opening this?
Right, we have some sort of cards. So, oh, comes open apparently. So I don't know what these are, but they're Ambush, Genestealer Patriarch, Psychic Onslaught, the Horror, Warp Blast, Psychic Barrier. These are like psychic cards.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of them.
So I think these are like
well, they've all got Gambit written on them. So yeah, not entirely sure what they are.
I assume that's what you're.
But nice back art there.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's like a Genestealer symbol.
Yeah.
And yeah, you've got a nice little deck of cards, which obviously do something in the game. Then you've got a second deck of cards there, which look like they're for the characters.
Yeah, look like stack cards of some description.
That's cool. So that'll be nice for a quick reference in the game of stack cards for something. And let's have a look. So this is one of the Genestealers. This is the Genestealer Patriarch, is what they call a Broodlord in this, and it's double-sided, and one side seems to represent his stats while he's wounded. Or actually, I don't think his stats change, just when he's wounded you can turn it over to represent whether he is wounded or not. And we've got, Assault, Combat and Max, so that's type of attack, so he can only assault, he doesn't get Combat or Max. Whereas, like, this guy is a Genestealer Primus, he's got a Combat attack. And then I think you get a unique one for each of the Space Marines. Yeah, we've got a Librarian in here, an Imperial Fist, Iron Hand, Blood Angel, Raven Guard, Dark Angel, right next to a Space Wolf. I don't think he'll be happy about that right now. Ultramarine Chaplain, Angry Looking Salamander, and a White Scar. So yeah, these have all got, I don't know how you can see it in the light, but they've got little like character art for each one of them, and each Space Marine's got his own very unique headshot and rules there. So that's pretty cool. You've not got just 11 Space Marines in here, you've got 11 quite unique Space Marines. What have we got for the Steelers then?
Nothing too
okay, so the Genestealers, it looks like you only get the cards for the Primus, the Magus and the Patriarch. Obviously these are more character models where most of them are going to be generic grunts. But you get a lot of grunts in here, I think.
Yeah. So this sprue I'm looking at looks to be the Magus and the Patriarch by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think you get half the Patriarch on there. I don't know if that's... Oh, it probably is the whole thing,
you've got one, two legs and the base parts. Down arm, top arms, body. Yes, the Patriarch's
yeah, you got
there.
the lot here. And you got the Magos. Now, Genestealer Magos hasn't existed in 40k since 2nd edition. So he's coming back from the 1990s. And he's sort of a semi-Genestealer, but mostly human, with a nice long robe and some psychic powers.
I am loving this Broodlord.
That is a very cool
Just
model.
look at his head.
Let's see if we can get this a bit closer to the camera. See if that will focus in. Don't know how well you can see that, but he's got really detailed across the. You can see all the lines in his brain. That's a really nice sculpt, and he's got this unique row of spines on the back that previous Broodlords haven't. Also got this sort of leg piece is a pipe, so he's got a nice new scenic base there. What they've not done, which I'm pleased with, is they've not just recycled the old Space Hulk Broodlord. You've got another dude here who's got at least 3 arms. He's got one with a sword, one that something attaches to, and one with a pistol. I think he might be the Primus. But yeah, this is all Genestealer on this sprue, which is cool. And although they don't look posable, they're not. I don't think they're snap fit. I think
no, you need glue for these.
You're going to need glue for these, so they're not snap fit, but they are. They're not very posable. You'll still be stuck with those poses, but they are very nice models.
You see, this would be nice because this would give me an excuse to get my Genestealer out. And you haven't actually seen my Tyranids on this channel yet because I can't get on with the Tyranid Codex currently because it's crap.
Yeah, the Tyranid Codex is a little bit underpowered.
And they're my favourite army.
Oh, but there's some really nice models for them here. As I was saying, for 40k you're going to get rules for all of these as well.
Like?
The Space Marine ones are in this week's White Dwarf, but they're Space Marines. We've got plenty of rules out there for Space Marines. It's Genestealer Cult. Like I said, haven't had rules since the 90s, and these models are getting 40k compatible data slates in next week's White Dwarf. So that's really cool. You're going to finally...
Not sure if it's in here or not for the data slates.
We'll have to have a look when we get to the rulebook, but I just want to show you some of the bits you've got here. Like I said, you've got 11 Space Marines in here, but one of them is a White Scar on a bike. And if you see there, he's got White Scar chapter details built into the bike. He's got a Cyber Raven that comes with him. And then over here we've got a couple more of the guys. I think this is an Ultramarine. And judging by the leg, I think this guy's an Iron Hand. We've got a Teleport Homer component. Lots of really nice detail on here. And this is a new weapon as well. The Imperial Fist guy in here comes with a frag cannon, which is a brand new weapon to 40k. I've certainly not heard of it before. Apparently has 2 firing modes.
Blood Angels have it, I think.
Ah, right, so it's not the Blood Angels. So apparently from the leaks I've seen, it's got a 10-plate attack and also a fairly sort of medium range strength 7 AP3 assault 2. So a decent enough weapon, that's for sure, and nice to see something a bit different. You've got a nice unique combi melter here with engraving work all along the barrel. Yeah, this stuff looks really nice. What you got there?
Just a bunch of Genestealers, some weapons I don't recognise. There's a grenade launcher on here. I don't know what the hell that is.
That is, yeah.
What looks like auto guns of description. All really nice. And there's some full-on Genestealers there.
Yeah, so you get a couple of pure strain Genestealers like this boy here, and then the various stages of a Genestealer's mutation from an infected human right through to a pure strain Genestealer and the stages in between. So you've got guys that look a little bit human at first but have these like extra limbs, or guys that are basically human with a Genestealer head, all sorts of things, and they're armed with a mix. You've got like this guy here, like one side of his torso has got 2 arms coming off it with knives, and then you've got guys with auto guns. It's a bit of a heavier weapon here. So altogether, really nice models.
This is the same sprue.
So
So you got 2 of those.
So that's
for weighted number.
Yeah, so you get a lot. I think
off the top of my head count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 models.
That's going
14, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 and 2 pure breeds per sprue, so you're getting 32 cultists effectively.
That sounds right. Let's just have a look, because it says on the side
2 full Genestealers.
what you get.
Does it? Or is it on the back?
Maybe it's on the back.
You're dropping it everywhere.
Yeah, let's try and not make too much mess doing this.
Last Space Marine sprue.
Here we go. You get 4 Genestealer aberrants, which I think are these big muscular guys. 2 pure strain, which are standard Genestealers. 28 hybrids, and I think there's at least 2 stages of hybrid shown there, if not more. Genestealer Cult, Patriarch, Primus, Magos, and Familiars. I think the Familiars are these little like baby Genestealers.
Yeah, they're really cute.
And then 10 Deathwatch Marines, including a Terminator and a bike.
And a jump pack.
And 2 jump pack guys, I think. And then a newer version of Chaplain Cassius, who Space Marine players may be familiar with as the Ultramarines character. This is actually him when he was younger than he is in the Space Marine Codex. So time-wise, this actually takes place before the present day.
So that's a really nice sprue again, of just the Space Marine parts. All the sprues are really detailed. These models are insane.
Yeah, it looks like all the Marines have got chapter-specific details here, and you've got all of the big, well-known Space Marine chapters represented in here. If we have a look, like this guy here, with the claws, he's a Raven Guard, and he's got a little Raven's head symbol on his leg there. And he's got all the beaky helmet. You've got a Blood Angel, got a Dark Angel with his hood. I think somewhere on here there's a Space Wolf guy with a Mohican.
Well, there, his body is around here somewhere, but his head I can't see.
I've seen him on the pre-release stuff. He's there he is.
Yeah, he's got a proper like Slayer's Mohican.
Yeah, that's proper badass. You got a Salamander guy in here, and he's
You Terminator Salamander.
in Terminator armour, and his like torso looks like it's made of rock, and then he's got this like scaled mantle, and this custom, unique-looking heavy flamer. That is nice stuff in there. Dark Angel guy's got a plasma weapon, and this really funky sword. This is really proper nice stuff here. So in all, you get 11 Space Marines, like I said. You've got all of the main chapters represented. So you've got a White Scar on a bike, you've got an Iron Hand with a combi melter, a Fire Drake Salamander Terminator, Ultramarine with a bolt gun, Blood Raven's Librarian. Now that's cool. We haven't seen GW put any official Blood Raven models out before, so that's nice. Imperial Fist's got the frag cannon. That's fine. That's nothing damaged. That's fine.
You spill it though.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not gone on any of the stuff. I'll sort that in a second. Dark Angel's got a plasma pistol and a hood. Raven Guard jump pack guy with twin lightning claws. Blood Angel with a flamer. Space Wolf with a pair of nice looking knives. So this is really cool. You've got a bit of everything in there. If you like Space Marines, there's something in here you'll want.
Got your instructions?
Yeah, you're going to need those because these are really complicated looking models.
Well, they're not hard to put together, it's just the bits are everywhere.
Yeah, it's matching up what's what weapon belongs to who, etc.
Oh, they've all got cool names as well.
They've all got individual names within the story, so that's nice.
What's he called?
Garen Branatar, that's the salamander guy.
And then we've got the Space Wolf.
And Space Wolf is Dren Redblade. That's cool.
And we got obviously Genestealer Patriarch, which I have to have because I've got every Broodlord model up till now. So.
And this guy, the Primus, looks like he's got a needle pistol, which is not a weapon you see very often.
Yes, the Genestealer familiar. He's so cute.
They're like evil baby Genestealers. Whereas the Aberrants have these
hammers.
Big old hammers and
they look like mining type hammers.
Yeah, they're like what they called.
Well, that one's actually got a pickaxe.
Yeah, it's pickaxe. That's the word.
And they're like classic Warhammer with the pick on one side, the flat on the other.
Nice.
They're really cool.
They're bulky models. Where he's actually holding the hammer with 3 of his arms in one of the sculpts, which is nice. Very, very Genestealer.
And then obviously more human-y type models.
I mean, this is...
Like, these are so human that you'd barely notice the difference.
Which is kind of how it is with the, like, third and fourth generation Genestealer cultists. They are, yeah, they can almost integrate in society, and there's even talk of Genestealer cults going high up.
I'm going to have a quick flick through this.
Do you want to have a flick through for the rules? Now, models-wise, we've come to expect this type of quality from GW. I mean, say what you like about them, but nobody makes plastic better than GW in the world these days. Seriously. But then we've got these tiles as well. These are like the Space Hulk ones, but they're all this sort of, I think it's just bigger than A5, or maybe it's A4. You know, these big squares. They're double-sided, which is going to give it a lot of customizability in how the board's laid out. I think you get 8 or 9 missions in the book. You get all sorts. There's like, this is like a chapel. This sort of like pipe works on one side and chapel the other side. Okay, so I think it's kind of one side is very industrial and the other side is very
Oh wow,
religious.
That's cool. In this rulebook, each character from the Deathwatch team has its own fluff section.
Oh, that's nice.
Just like a little just a small chapter of background.
Oh yeah, that's cool. So they get a couple of paragraphs each telling you where they've come from. Look at this one here. You've got like these electrical generators in the corner. That probably comes into play in one of the missions. And then you've got an even bigger generator on here. So yeah, really cool tiles there, and obviously they lay out and interconnect to make the maps for the game. Which is a nice thing about this. When you're buying this, you're getting both models that you can use in 40k and a boxed game as well.
Well, I think you're going to have to wait until next week's White Dwarf for the Genestealers, but I know the White Dwarf has the...
Yeah, so you've got the Space Marine rules in here. This is this week's White Dwarf. This doesn't come with a box, this I've just grabbed separately. And this is, as you'd expect, promoting their newest product. But they've got rules for each of the guys individually, which I probably won't go through now. But, you know, they are... it's interesting, and they seem to be stuff you can add to an existing army, or...
By the looks of it, you've got 8 missions in here as well, so you've got some real... 9 missions, sorry. So you've got some real length of play in here.
And then I think with the draw deck of cards, I think you draw from as the Genestealer player, from what I've heard. That's going to give it replayability, like even if you're playing the same mission, you're not necessarily playing the same mission. You know, it'll change.
We're going to have to play through these on your channel at some point.
Oh, I think so. I think we are highly likely to be getting this.
I might have to do it as live battle reports, though.
Yeah, we could try and work out how to do live bat reps.
Rather than end turn.
And you've got painting guides here as well. So yeah, this week's White Dwarf is going to have the rules for the Marines, and then next week, yeah, it tells you clear as here. That's not rumoured, that's confirmed in this week's White Dwarf that you get the Genestealer rules next time. And it prints them far too small to read them.
Can't even blow them up, probably.
No, well, I say there's nothing in here that I haven't seen leaked on the internet already. The internet is not a secure place.
You get all the missions in the rules.
How are they looking in terms of
I've only
complexity?
flicked. They look interesting, but this is a sort of game I don't imagine I could sit here and read a rulebook. Not to mention we're already up to 20 minutes.
Yeah, true. So, now a lot of you might be wondering, if you haven't seen it already, what sort of price is this stuff going for? Now this is RRP of £100. I don't know what that equates to US dollars, but that is a bit more than you'd normally pay for a boxed game from GW. However, what you get in here, if you sort of do the maths, you get 10, we'll say 10 Space Marines on foot. If with the level of detail, you're looking at Stone Guard veterans, which is £30 for 5. So that's £60 worth of Space Marines, plus the bike is at least another £5. But then one of these is a chaplain, one of these is a librarian, they're £10 each. So you've almost got in the region of £70 of Space Marines in here at least. That is more than half the contents covered already. Then the Genestealers, I can't remember what a Genestealer costs these days, but
£18 for 8?
£18 for 8. They are slightly smaller, some of these models, so if you say Termagant price, they're £18 for 10. You've got best part 30 of them in here, so 318s are early 50s, so bang, that does it. And you've got the new Broodlord model, the Patriarch, so the models in here alone easily come to more than the £100 price. Then that's just for playing them for 40k. You've then got obviously all the rules and the card stock and the draw cards for playing this game. So you're basically getting more than £100 for 40k models, and probably worth even more than that when you look at the level of detail on these. These aren't just generic sculpts; they're all character level sculpts. Then you've got the game itself. What's a decent board game run these days? 25, 30 quid new?
Depends. A game like Zombicide, which is 70 quid, uses the same sort of tile mechanic.
So you're getting a board game and 40k models in here. Then if you pre-order it, a lot of places do discount. I know 40k Gaming, the guys who've asked me to unbox this, they do 20% discount on pre-orders, so that's going to be 80 quid, so you're saving yourself 20 quid straight away.
And it'll be free shipping.
It'll be free shipping.
The UK.
Yeah, £80 is their cut-off for free UK shipping. So I'll stick a link in the description to that.
I don't think they can ship across seas, if anyone across seas is watching, because of GW law.
Yeah, there's probably issues with overseas shipping, but if you're watching this outside the UK, hello, welcome. Check what your local stores are providing, but if you're in the UK, that 20 quid off is a nice little price, especially if you're in the Colchester area, because you can come down and pick it up, but they will ship to the whole UK free of charge with this. So, that's about it. I'm certainly quite excited for this. Deathwatch, I've always been something I've been quite interested in. I'm actually due to play a game of the
we're playing
Deathwatch
tonight.
RPG tonight. So this is quite cool timing, actually. And I've been playing the Deathwatch game on my phone this week as well. So why not, get your Deathwatch on. They are possibly the coolest Marine models I've seen for a long time.
Picture the rulebook, which is quite nice.
Let's have a look what you actually got. So on the back you've got the rules for the weapons. I've actually got the rules for the different Genestealer cultists all on the back. So the actual rules for playing the game only take up a few pages of here. A lot of this is
some fluff background.
You got some
pictures as well from the heavy metal team.
Yeah, got heavy metal quality pictures on there. You've got background into the weapons. And the actual rules themselves are, I see, so the layout is, the rules cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 pages?
7 pages by the looks of it, but they're not the whole
the missions
page. They're just they're all like this, where you've got 2/3 of it is fluff and background in black, and then 1/3 rules in white, and you've got that over 6 or 7 pages. And then you've got double page spreads of the mission where you've got a little bit of fluff about what's going on, and then the rules for the mission here. So that's really cool. It's not just going to be like a one-off mission. You've got quite an immersive storyline by the looks of it. The rules sort of take place. The sort of missions take place within a story, like they did for the old Space Hulk game, which had a nice sort of 11 mission campaign on it. And I got that game and really enjoyed playing it. Not sure where it is now, but that was again another good thing from GW. You got the game that you could play, and then models you could use. I think all the Deathwatch models, Space Hulk models, ended up getting into my various 40k armies, and then eventually he got the NIDs when I sold my NIDs onto him.
Yeah, it was a while ago now.
That was.
So NIDs were my first love when I started playing 40k, and they're still one of my favourites.
Yeah.
You just haven't seen me try to play them lately.
No, but these are really nice. Like, the fluff-wise, it's opening up something that's always been there or thereabouts. Genestealer Cults. They had models back in the 90s, but now they have models again. You go into the whole, like, backstory. It probably covers how how Genestealers reproduce, through a human vector and multiple generations, going from a guy who basically looks like a human with a bit of a facial disfigurement, right up to a guy who's essentially a human with a Genestealer head, growing extra arms, and then a pure strain Genestealer. So this is nice little kit, whether you're a gamer, a modeler, or into the fluff. There's new stuff for just about everyone here. So I'm excited.
I think we'll probably have to call it there.
Yeah, I think we'll call it there. I think that's it's a nice little lot here, and if we end up getting this, we'll certainly get some games out on the channel or something. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and join us again soon. Bye.